wanted to make this quick video on waxing your furniture for you today. And by quick, I mean this is going to be a very simple tutorial. And if you guys write in with your questions and everything, I can make a more detailed video later. But today I'm just going to be using the Annie Sloan Soft Wax. The reason I use wax on furniture is I love the finish it gives. It gives a natural luster to the furniture that poly or other waxes can't give. I am a true believer in the Annie Sloan Soft Wax, and I'm not paid to say that. So I wish I was. So anyways, that's what I'll be using today. Your piece is all ready to go and you're all ready to wax. You can again decide if you want to distress after you wax or before. It's completely up to you and your preference, and you'll find that as you paint, you'll find your niche and what works best for you and your results. What I do is I put a little wax on the cover, and as you can see, some dark wax got in here from before, but I just put a little wax on the cover. You can use a paper plate. This is what I'm using today, and I just scooped it out of the can. And what I'm going to do is I'm going to take a very little amount. Another thing about the brush, I'm using this brush today. I have yet to invest in a wax brush from Annie Sloan. They run about $35 for the brush, and from what I've heard and the reviews I've read on them, they are very well worth the investment. I'm probably going to be doing that in the next week, just trying it out, and I'll give you my full review on the blog about that as well. But what you're going to do is you're going to brush this on very lightly, and you're going to work in sections. You're not going to want to do the whole piece. Just work in small sections. And I don't know if the camera is picking this up on the detail, but it moves on like butter. Like it feels like butter. You hardly have to do anything. And today I'm using just the clear wax. I'll do another video tutorial on using the dark wax and how that gives your furniture a whole antique look. But today I'm just using the clear wax. And by the way, this is Annie Sloan's Old White chalk paint. But anyways, you're going to brush it on. And then you're going to get an old t-shirt or cheesecloth and you're going to buff it off. I didn't have an old t-shirt on hand, so I'm using this rag. But you're going to take it and you're really going to work it in, and you're going to wipe off all the excess. You're really going to buff it in there. Just making sure you don't have any excess wax on there because it will become tacky. So you just want to work it into the paint. And as you can see, it brings out your distressed areas, and it really highlights all your antiquing that you did and just gives it that awesome luster that I was talking about earlier. So you're just going to keep working in small sections. By the way, I put the hardware on because I had pictures on the blog, but you're going to want to do this without any of your hardware on, of course. I'll take that off in a minute. You're just going to keep working down and wiping off. And this wax is so durable. I mean, it's just awesome. People sometimes don't know if they should use a polyurethane if they have kids, but the wax is so durable, especially if you do 2 layers. So what you would do is you would do it just like we're doing now, let that dry for 24, 48 hours, and then do another layer by wiping on and buffing off. And then you have 2 layers of that wax to really, really make your piece very durable. The brush I'm using today is just one from Lowe's. Honestly, I've used it so much that I can't even tell what brand it is, but it has stiff bristles. So if you're not going to use the brush from Annie Sloan, just make sure you have one with stiff bristles so you're not wasting the product. Another way to apply this wax is to doing it with a cloth. You can use a smooth cloth, like a cheesecloth, and get some on the cloth like you would the brush, again using a very little amount, and buff it into the piece. And then using a clean side of the rag and wiping it off and buffing it just like you would using the paintbrush. Again, you'll find what works best for you, and you'll find your preference as you work with it. So again, my main tips for waxing, you really need a smooth rag. I didn't have a t-shirt on hand, but my favorite thing to use is old t-shirts. You can use drop cloth pieces, anything with a smooth surface. And another great tip is to seriously, a little bit goes a long way. Use very small amounts of the wax and a little bit goes a very long way. I'll be putting after pictures on the blog of before and after waxing so you can really see the finish. But again, when you're putting it on, you're going to want to work it in to all the crevices and the cracks and everything. And then you're going to want to buff it off and go with the wood grain and just really work it in there. So you get a very nice finish that you're happy with and that will last you for a very long time. I hope this video helped you guys learn a little bit more about waxing your furniture. And again, write in with your questions so I can do a more detailed video for you. And I'll try to do a video on using the Amy Sloan dark wax as well. So thank you so much for watching. Bye.